Let me tell you something. There's a big hot piece of metal next to me.
Is that a compliment? Okay.
Yeah, it's a compliment. Not even a euphemism.
Welcome to WayTooBroad. Welcome to episode 150 of WayTooBroad. And the arbitrary beginning of season 4.
Wow. I can't believe we got renewed.
Yeah.
It's a show and tell
strings. It's a show and tell program for really, really ridiculously excited grown-ups. And it's turning 4. And I'm Hannah. And these are my co-hosts, Erin and Ben. Hi, Erin.
Hello, Hannah. Hello, Ben.
Hello.
Congratulations, everybody.
Thank you.
I think congratulations are in order.
I actually have a special thing to do for us celebrating our 4th season.
Oh.
And I will do it on pod. I just got an email today that... Hold on, where is it? My earnben.com domain is about to expire, so I'm going to renew it right here, right now on podcast. In honor of our 4th season, bringing us in.
That's wonderful.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's see here. I'm going to turn auto-renew on.
Perfect.
How much is that costing you a year?
$12 a year.
Wow,
the best $12... So I know, it's so cheap. The best $12 I've ever spent. All right. More years to come.
Woohoo!
It will be renewed October 19th every year.
Wow.
Hell yeah.
October 19th?
Yeah.
Oh.
So
let me know.
It's almost like they warn you a month ahead of time.
Oh, okay. All right, cool. I thought maybe you read both numbers wrong and I could catch you.
You can't get me.
Them both one off.
I can't get got.
I can't get caught.
Yeah.
You cannot get caught.
I cannot get got, as in a gotcha.
You can get caught then?
Yes.
Please clarify.
Yeah. Don't go spreading around false rumors here.
Erin, what are you drinking?
What up? I am drinking. I've got 3 drinks here. I've got an iced water, I've got a coconut water, and I've got a let's see if I can get the name right without looking at the tag. Mm-hmm. I've got a oh boy, this is a lot of pressure.
Can I give you a hint? It's not French.
Well, what I'm not remembering is if or not they say the word bean. I'm gonna say, is it vanilla bean macaron? No, I think it's just vanilla macaron.
I think it's just vanilla,
is it vanilla
also.
Bean? It's vanilla bean macaron.
Oh, nice.
I should have gone with my heart.
You did say vanilla bean.
Yeah, okay. It's vanilla bean macaron tea.
Wow, new season, new Erin.
Molly, I would like to say, Molly, my ride or die, was like, totally understand why I say French, because French vanilla is a thing and French macaron is a thing, so y'all can poo-poo. Like the French say, y'all can poo-poo. All right.
You're
right.
You're coming in real hot, like either of us made fun of you for it. And I don't think we ever did.
Yeah, like,
right.
you know what? You're so right. Instead of asking fun questions that made us laugh, we should have just said, we understand that misinterpretation and moved on.
Yeah.
You know what? Season 4 is all about having some respect for each other, so it's going to be a whole different vibe now. We're going to be very respectful.
Last this 5 minutes, and then it's going to be over.
Yeah.
Who's next?
Ben. What are you drinking?
I got ice water. Two, please. Thank you.
Wow, yes. That's a great choice. Great choice, sir. And I respect your decision.
Thank you.
In fact, I'm going to bring you a picture. Just give me like 10 hours.
I have a water. No ice, please.
She would like ice, but she doesn't want to go through all the trouble.
Yes, and I have a first in WayTooBroad, What Are We Drinking history, which is I have a drink that I want to show you, but I don't want to drink it tonight.
Okay.
What
are you not drinking, Hannah?
It's a drink I saw, when I was ordering, I did a shipped order and I saw this and I think it's new and it's a Dr. Pepper and cream soda. Have you all seen this?
Oh,
no.
I don't think so.
Yeah. Here's the thing. It's good, but like if I drink one in a day, I'm not really used to sugared sodas at all. Mm-hmm. We got like a 12-pack of them that I just impulsively added to a shipped order because I wanted to know what it tasted like. And so they're some nights taking the place of like dessert. Like instead of ice cream, I'll have like one of these, and it's not bad. It's kind of like a root beer float in a can a little bit, except like Dr. Pepper float, or and then also it's just also very sweet, and also I've already had dessert, so I don't want to drink it, but I wanted to let everybody know it exists.
You know what I always think about that? I wish they would make that into a seltzer. I don't know.
Yeah, soda's bad. Thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, it's bad for you, and it makes your mouth taste bad.
I think it just doesn't taste good either.
It doesn't taste good?
It used to taste good to me, and I still crave those soda flavors like a Dr. Pepper. Like, I would love to drink that.
I do really I think Dr. Pepper does taste good, but I had a sip of Coke for the first time in a while the other day, and it just tastes like syrup bad to me.
But that's why I want that Coke flavor in a seltzer, which they can do, but they just don't do as much. I don't feel like they've put quite all the...
They do them. Some brand does them, right? But you can't get them anymore.
Yeah, exactly. Kroger brand has a really good Dr. Pepper one, but we don't have any Krogers. That's a grocery store chain. They removed all the Krogers from my area, so they're hard to come by. But that's what I'm saying. I wish it were a little more mainstream. I wish Dr. Pepper put out a seltzer that is their Dr. Pepper cream soda. Yeah, I'm sure they have the technology. They just don't do it.
Yeah,
to spite me exclusively.
To be honest, I don't remember very well what Dr. Pepper tastes like because I haven't had one in a very long time. The closest I've come recently is something like a diet cherry vanilla Dr. Pepper, which is my perennial favorite diet soda. I know you don't like diet sodas, Erin, but you
so
can
sorry
only
for
now get it.
One up.
You can only now get it from those machines that they have at some fast food restaurants where you can make your own flavor. It used to be something you could buy in a bottle, but you can't anymore. So and that's sweeter than regular Dr. Pepper too. So my frame of reference for how to me this tastes kind of just mostly cream soda. So it's not something I'm going to crave after they're gone, I don't think. Let me put it that way.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would I would drink seltzers that tasted like this all day long.
Yeah. Yeah. So. I might buy one can of that if that were an option, or would be interested in drinking one can over ice, maybe as a little dessert treat. Sounds really nice.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I feel like cream soda was always...
I'll sell you one.
How much? How much are you going to sell it for?
Does it include shipping and handling?
It'll be just $1 for the soda, but then $10 for shipping and handling.
That sounds like a deal.
Yeah,
that sounds like you got yourself a flipping deal.
$11 can
actually,
of soda.
Probably more like $20. What'd you say, Ben?
Cream soda has always been kind of weird to me. Anything that's where the flavor is associated with a texture that the thing you're drinking or eating doesn't have. Which is a really weird way to say that, but do you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
It's not at all creamy, but it does taste. But it does taste creamy.
Invokes cream.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it doesn't feel at all like how you would expect something that tastes like that to feel, and that bothers me when I drink it.
I feel like it would bother you more if it were creamy. Also.
Yeah. This is coming from the guy who drinks non-carbonated yogurt soda.
Yes, thank you. Please.
But it doesn't have.
Please.
It doesn't It's not as strongly like cream flavored or yogurt flavored as cream soda is.
But it is yogurt. Isn't that
yogurt.
worse?
No, it's great. It's delicious.
For our 4th season, we would like you to please leave. Based on that statement. Thank you.
I'd be willing to try it and you'll understand.
I want to try it. I want to understand.
Have some respect, Ben.
It's honestly mostly just very sweet.
That's pretty cool.
Pretty cool, yeah. It's pretty great.
She's not listening anymore.
For the listener, we're talking about a drink called Calpico that Ben likes.
Mm-hmm.
Ben's talked about it in a few episodes.
I think I had it 2 episodes or last episode.
I got another upfront
I forgot the word to go in there, but that's fine.
We got another upfront. Are you done with your drinks?
Yeah.
Got another upfront. Our WayTooBroad inbox is flooded with emails weighing in on the Great Salt Debate. No, it's not. Nobody fucking cared about it.
For the record, the correct sea salt side won in the family Slack poll narrowly.
Really?
Narrowly won.
It really won?
Yeah, 8-6.
Yeah. Who voted against us?
Federica.
Thank you, Federica.
Let me see. But yeah, we also got some texts that were also on Ben's side. But I'm just gonna say this again for the record because I thought about it a lot this week, as you might imagine. If I found a candy that was called ocean salt, and when I ate it, regardless of what the candy was, it only tasted like salt and not like the ocean, I would personally find that to be a disappointment.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Just like our heart is open to new.
Do you think that's different than what you said? Do you think that's different in any way from what you said last week?
No, I think it's just maybe a better encapsulated version of what I said.
I think it sounds exactly the same to me. And just as ridiculous.
Wow. I feel
just coming in so hot again.
I don't want to get
I'm just being honest.
I've got another upfront thing.
Okay.
Inspired by my coworker Sam. Here, let me read you what she sent me today. She said, she's a listener of the podcast. Shout out to Sam. She said, we have on Friday mornings, we have 2 hour-long meetings in a row. And she said, this morning I decided to put on a candle for this meeting marathon, and I think it's going to be my new thing. It makes me think of the podcast candle, which gave me the idea to also have a podcast candle today. So I too have a podcast candle. Here it is.
Wow. Ben, do you have a podcast candle?
I don't, but Kylie just ordered a bunch of candles from Yankee Candle that arrived today, so I could go get a podcast candle if we want to have a 3 for 3.
Yeah, 3 for 3. Podcast candle, podcast candle, podcast candle, podcast candle, man, candle, party, meeting, party.
What has happened?
Well, I think if you chant podcast candle enough, it just rounds down to farting. Farting. Can you still hear us?
Why did you all start chanting farting when I looked at it?
It's complicated.
I had one on the desk the whole time, it turned out.
Wow. What? Well, we'll have to go around and say our flavors. Now we can say, what are you drinking and what podcast candle are you lighting?
Drinking.
Well, you did say flavor, so are you drinking your candle?
Yeah.
That's so nice. Shout out to your coworker.
Shout out to Sam.
Sam. Thanks for listening.
Sam Balam.
All right. Should I tell you my candle flavor?
Yeah, what's your flavor?
It's a new one tonight.
Everyone take a shot of the wax after.
It's a new one tonight. I just ordered a bunch from Bath and Body Works a while ago. I had a lavender one until earlier today, and it ran out. And so now, in honor of the changing seasons, I am burning a new fragrance I've never burned before called Fall Farmhouse. And I wish I could tell you what that entails in terms of fragrance notes, but they are on the bottom of a flaming candle, so I can't.
Is it like farmhouse makes me think of like, you know, a whiff of manure in the air?
No, it's more like appley. There's a little bit of appley to it.
That's good. That's better. That's better than my idea.
Oh, I found them on the website. Hold on, I'll tell you. Spiced pumpkin, forest pine branch, fresh fall air with essential oils. They all say with essential oils now on the Bath and Body website. Here's the description. I love these. Hay rides, corn mazes, scarecrows. It's officially fall at the farmhouse. Candle comes with a decorative lid and a luminary design that casts a warm, flickering glow.
We have a new candle that's called Haunted Hayride.
Oh, look at that.
Wow.
It's fall.
What is it? What's the flavor profile? Is that what you're burning right now?
No, it's not. I don't know what the flavor profile is. It's all the way out. Not here.
What do you... Well, what one are you burning?
I have Jack-o'-lantern,
Oh.
Wow.
which has these fun pumpkin and bat designs on it,
Nice.
Cute.
which is pumpkin-y.
Pumpkin-y. Yeah.
You guessed
Man,
it.
I feel like now I need a different candle. I'm looking ahead. This one is an IKEA candle. It's called Winter.
Too soon. Too soon.
It's actually called Winter 2017.
Oh, so you're behind, actually.
Oh yeah, yeah, I'm behind. But I think I might have a pumpkin candle even upstairs. Is it worth going to get?
So we're all in the pumpkin.
In the fall candle space?
You can do it next week.
I'll do it next week. That sounds good. Something to look forward to in this bleak existence.
Yeah, oh my god. I guess we should say, if we sound a little bit off, it's because it's Friday right now, and we all just got the news a couple hours before coming in here that Ruth Bader Ginsburg passed away, which is very sad, and also just kind of like existentially terrifying on a lot of levels. So, you know, mad respect to her and comforts to her family.
Yep.
In this time.
And fuck Mitch McConnell.
Fuck Mitch McConnell.
Yep.
That's our official podcast stance.
Yeah. Yep. Very much. I fuck him very much.
Yes,
like
fuck
to
him
add.
very much. Yeah.
I love how recently at the end of Mabim Bam, Travis. So like I feel like a lot of celebrities do the like everyone register to vote thing, and recently Travis has just been like everyone register to vote, and also please don't vote for Donald Trump. Which is just refreshing to hear at the end of one of your favorite podcasts.
Yeah. It is nice. Other upfronts. We're in season 4, very important. I also wanted to shout out to my friend Matt, who, because he has like 100 children, often doesn't have time to listen to the podcast, especially as he has no commute anymore, like the rest of us, but even before that he didn't. And he listened this week and was texting me, like live texting me his reactions to most of the episode, which was really fun. So shout out to
That dude
to
literally
Matt.
has like 500 children.
He has so many children. there's more every time you turn around. It's wild. No, but they're all great. And I miss visiting them and stuff. So it's good to hear from them.
I'd also like to shout out to Katie, my friend Katie, who, although is not on our side in the Great Salt debate, did message me to say that she was enjoying last week's episode very much. So
Thank you for being on the
That's
right
allowed.
side of history, Katie.
Yeah, I think I there's something else I would want to talk about with Matt, but I think I might actually talk about it as my obsession. We'll see how I'm feeling. I'm winging it again this week, so.
Ooh, she's winging it.
I'm winging it. So, I think that is what I have for upfronts.
Any other front ups?
Ben, you need to front anything up?
Need to-
Oh, I just finished cutting Ian's hair, Erin.
How was it?
It was, well, he was, like, terrified. I kept being like, do you have a big date? Like, what is this? Like, I'm the only person that's going to see this.
I bet that kind of like blasé attitude didn't comfort him.
No, that's the thing is that I kept on being like, I feel like the stakes are very low, and he was like, honey, please just like watch one instructional video. I'm begging you.
It looks really good.
It looks pretty good. Yeah. I think it's a little long on the top. Maybe we might go back through and trim it down a little bit, but for a first time cut, I'm pretty happy with he's happy with it, which is what matters.
Did you end up watching a single instructional video?
Yeah, I watched one, and then we watched a couple like clips together from the actual like clipper company. Clips from the clipper company.
From the company that makes clips. That makes video clips.
But yeah, it was a little bit it was a little bit daunting at first because I thought a 5 would be long enough, and then it felt like a 5 was very short, much shorter than we expected. And as I was doing the back of his head, I was like, I feel like this is shorter than you usually have it. And he felt it, and he was like, oh. But it was like, well, we're committed. I guess this is how short it's going to be on the sides, and it ended up being okay.
That's the best feature about hair. It just grows.
It just grows. And also, like, I just feel like I felt very, like, this is another thing that wasn't comforting to him, but I felt very freed by the whole, like, clippers thing. Like, we did have scissors as well, and I used them at certain points, but, like, it feels like so, it's easy to make mistakes with clippers maybe, but it's also easy to, like, just work them into the haircut, like, easier than if you just, like, accidentally clip off a whole hunk of hair or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I felt a sense of freedom. And also I almost slipped on all his hair on the floor, but it's all cleaned up now. Yeah.
Wow. That's also just a really great picture of him.
Yeah, he's cute.
Yeah, that's a nice little haircut.
Thanks.
Great job.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I cut my hair too, but I'm going to have to cut it more because I really only just trimmed off some of the dead ends.
Nice.
So
You should add barber to your resume.
my LinkedIn, yeah. Totally. All right, should we pop in?
Let's pop.
Erin, you're first.
What up? All right, my obsession is a movie project that Molly and I are doing. We are watching all of the Marvel movies in chronological order according to the time that the movie takes place in.
Can I ask you, I was wondering about this. Did you get this idea from Maddie and Kate, from your brother and his wife? No. So is this like a thing a lot of people are doing right now? Like, how'd you both get the idea at the same time?
Coincidence, I guess.
Wow.
Did Chadwick Boseman dying have anything to do with it?
Oh, I don't know. I'm trying to think. I don't think so. Because Molly and I will just watch we'll watch random. We've seen random ones. So, like, when Avengers Endgame came out, we watched. Our cousin Andy shepherded us through the movies we needed to see in order for anything at all to make sense of Avengers Endgame. So we watched a few, and I was like, okay, some of this makes sense. And then we saw, like, when Captain Marvel came out, because Brie Larson is the best. We saw that, and I was like, okay, some things, and things happen, and everybody laughs, and you're like, okay, that just went over my head. So we've both kind of, like, seen, it's been spotty. Like, we've seen some of them, and then we haven't seen others. We might have even only seen the same ones. So, I don't know where it came from. We have a Disney Plus membership, and we are often in the mood to, like, watch something cozy. And so I think it just came from, like, let's watch all of them and let's do it in order of... I think I was looking up the order of them, and then it was suggested to me to watch them in chronological order of the universe. Could you please show me some respect by not farting in my ear?
I thought that one would be quieter.
You wanted it to be loud.
I didn't.
Yeah, so I think it's just coincidence, honestly, Ben. Like, I don't think, honestly, whatever one of you asked me.
Interesting.
Yeah. So far we've watched, we had recently rewatched Captain Marvel, so we skipped it. So the order so far is, Iron Man is first. No. Captain America, the First Avenger, is first. And we had both never seen that, and that was good. I liked it. And then next, I believe, is Iron Man, followed by Iron Man 2, which...
The best movie.
Love it. I know that's like a Christmas thing for y'all, but it's a trash movie. It sucks so bad.
Whoa.
No, that's the best one.
How do I kick Erin out of the hang?
But
This
hold
is
on.
where it says you can't remove this participant.
Hold on. I can remove you, so watch it. I can also mute you.
I don't
Hold on.
think, maybe you didn't watch it right, because what you're supposed to do is like have it running on your TV all day and night, and then just like whenever you are near your TV, just turn it on and watch
And
that
sort of
section.
like pick it up in pieces, and in total probably watch it about 6 times over the course of a week, but never
in order.
all at once.
Yeah.
That might have been better, because there's just some...
Why don't you try it for the work week next week? Just have it on in your office, in the background,
Muted.
on a loop. Mute it and unmute it whenever you feel like it, just to pick up scenes.
Was this because you went on like a cruise and it was on?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
on
there was an
network?
Iron Man 2 channel
On the Disney cruise we went on. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So we learned the channel number, and whenever we were in the cabin, we just turned the TV to that channel.
But can I ask a serious question? Dare I ask a serious question? Like, do you really think it's a good movie?
Love it. Love every single second of it.
Would you ever watch it from beginning to end one time in order?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have. Yeah.
And enjoy it.
Loved it.
It's
Do you think it's as strong as any other Marvel movie? Say, like, Iron Man 1. Do you think it's as strong as Iron Man 1?
Stronger.
Like, can you say that in front of God and everybody else?
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like I'm being entrapped.
Your tone isn't really convincing me. I'm asking as, like, a friend. I'm asking as, like... I'm not asking as, like, a guy. I'm putting down my gotcha hat, okay? And I'm putting on my friend hat. And as, like, a friend to me, I need to know if you actually think Iron Man 2 is a good movie. Well, fine. I didn't.
Can I ask you
as
something?
much.
Is the Bible not your favorite book?
Is the Bible a good book? Like, can you just tell me as a friend, like, just like friend to friend, is the Bible a good book?
All right, I
like
didn't know
it. Like, if you read it start to finish, you actually like it.
Okay. I didn't understand the terms I was at. Okay, I didn't understand the playing field, but now that I do, I have to say, this is extremely insensitive of me to be picking apart your religion like this. I'm so sorry. We'll just say this. From a purely, just like, we're coming off of Iron Man, and we're going right into Iron Man 2. We're coming off of Iron Man, Rotten Tomatoes 94, into Iron Man 2, Rotten Tomatoes 72. Okay? That's all I'm saying, is I felt...
That's fresh. I think that's still fresh.
Oh my god. Damn, that's fresh. That's fresh as hell.
Okay. This is clearly a hot topic. What was next? Oh, The Incredible Hulk. That was fun. With Edward Norton, right? Not a lot of people remember that that's an MCU canon. It is, baby. Okay?
Edward Norton as the Hulk?
As the Hulk, man.
Oh, really?
2008. How
often in the actual, like, line of these movies did these parts actually change hands? Like, it seems like it's mostly Spider-Man and the Hulk.
Yeah, I don't know of anybody else off the top of my head. I am not the expert yet at all, but yeah.
There was a Daredevil movie. And then a different actor in the series. It's not a movie, but that's MCU, yeah.
Okay. But in like the canon of this MCU.
Well, I guess it's, I don't know if it's like...
That's not in my list.
MCU is Marvel's cinematic universe.
Yeah.
But like, aren't they all... Like, aren't all the Marvel shows also linked to that? All that shit?
Yeah, yes. Yeah, that's a great point. So this article that I am going off of has the option for you to do all the shows as well. I'm opting out of that and just doing the movies. So let me just read the list here. I think this will be easier. Yeah, so this is just you have the entire one that you could do, or just the
how far back do they go? Like how old? What's the oldest MCU movie?
Well,
is it like early 2000 Spider-Man?
The oldest in
Captain America.
Chronological order of them making it?
Yes.
I don't know, because I'm watching them in order of the world.
Like, I'm wondering in what for MCU enthusiasts, when does the canon start?
Right.
In terms of when the movies start being made.
Yeah, because it also feels like there must be movies that are using this IP that are not part of this universe, right?
Right.
That are too old, or usually generally just too old.
Or too old.
or
even too old.
Too bold. Too cold.
Too moldy.
Wow.
Because they're so old.
My computer doesn't like this website that I'm on. I can't find this thing. Here we go. So, so this is... Okay, this only features the Marvel Studios films in the MCU. Okay, so Marvel Studios, I think, is the differentiating factor.
Okay. So, that makes sense.
Yeah. So, Captain America: The First Avenger, which was released in 2011. Is that the
title of the movie?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm not just like adding that on as like a little flourish.
You did before.
Just in case you didn't know who Captain America was. I'm going to try to sneak in a little flourish and see if you catch it at one of these movie title names.
Don't try it on Iron Man 2, because we'll know.
Captain Marvel, Iron Man, which was released in 2008, right? Captain Marvel was 2019. Iron Man 2, The Incredible Movie.
No. It was released in 2010.
Yeah, The Incredible Hulk, which you just watched. Next is Thor, then The Avengers, then Iron Man 3, then Thor Dark World, Captain America The Winter Soldier, Guardians of the Galaxy 2, Avengers Age of Ultron. I haven't seen a lot of these movies. Ant-Man, Captain America Civil War, Spider-Man Homecoming, Doctor Strange, Black Panther, Thor Ragnarok, Ant-Man and the Wasp, Black Widow, which is coming out in 2020, Avengers Infinity War, Avengers Endgame, Spider-Man Far From Home. So that's the list.
The first MCU movie is Iron Man.
Yeah, that they made. Yep.
Yeah, and the second was The Incredible Hulk.
Was The Incredible Hulk, right. And there's a little, like, in the little end scene, like, Iron Man is in the end scene. So there's another list, there's another order you can watch them, which is, like, basically going off of, like, you watch a movie and then you watch its cutscene, and whatever movie is referenced in the cutscene, you watch that one immediately next. There's, like, a whole order that somebody put together where you could do that. And so in that order, I think you would watch Iron Man and then The Incredible Hulk, or then Thor or something. I don't know. There's like a whole order there, so that's not what we're doing. But Yeah, it's fun. We're having fun. We're having fun.
How many movies like a week are you watching?
This week we watched. We might have started this week. So not every night, but we, a couple or a few a week we can get in. We don't have a lot going on.
Yeah, I feel like it is also just TV-wise starting to get to that point where, like, there's not a lot left in the hopper for a lot of networks. And so, like, people are seeking ways to sort of re-enjoy things that were made before the pandemic. Like, we've been very low on stuff to watch. But this sounds daunting to me.
I thought I'd seen a lot of these, and I guess 8 is a lot, but there's 18 of these fuckers.
There's so many.
It's not daunting to me, honestly, Hannah. It's like comforting to know what the next movie we want to watch is, because we're often in the mood for like a cozy movie, and it's really just nice to like have just one we can just pop off the top. Like, we don't have any timeline. Like, there's a timeline for the movies in their order, but we don't have any like, we're not trying to get it done by a certain time. We're just like, when we want to watch a movie, we know exactly what movie we're going to watch. And that's really nice. Have a movie project. In fact, I'm looking ahead. I haven't talked to Molly about this yet, but thinking about like, what's our next thing? Like maybe all the Disney animated movies, maybe in some sort of fun order,
Are you going to do WASMENUH?
I don't know about WASMENUH. We talked about that. Let me get you the episode. And
while you're looking that up, can I tell you a fun quirk of Ian's?
Yeah.
We also, at least I think we have not like seen all of these. Like, we certainly, neither of us have seen Ant-Man, I don't think.
Yeah.
But every time that a new Marvel movie comes out, and also he's not, I should start by saying he's not like someone who usually cares about spoilers. So like, we're not caught up. We're not that invested as a couple. And he doesn't usually care about spoilers. But when it comes to a new Marvel movie, it's Marvel and Star Wars only. He will go way out of his way to not catch spoilers in the first couple of weeks, as if he's, itching to run out to the movie theater and see it, but then we don't. We never do. And
That's amazing.
And then it just becomes part of the cultural context and you can't avoid it.
Yeah.
At least that happened with Endgame. I haven't seen Endgame, but I know the ending just from references and pop culture stuff.
What was the first one? The one where he got the Chaos Emeralds? What was that?
Age of Ultron, I think. Or no, it was Endgame. I'm pretty sure it was Endgame.
And then
I've seen Age of Ultron, so I should know if he gets the rap, but I don't remember.
What was the one after that?
Endgame was the last one.
No. Oh, Infinity War is the one I'm thinking of.
Yeah. Okay. So it was Infinity Wars and then Endgame?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the one I was thinking about, the ending that everyone always references, was Infinity War.
We did see that, I think. I'm pretty sure we did see that.
Do you want a fucking prize?
Yeah. Do you have one?
No. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have offered that.
That was rude. Have some respect. Have some respect.
Really mean.
Have some respect. I kind of want to do WASMENUH. It's kind of funny to me. We've been doing this thing on our family Marco Polo where people have been doing like art tours of their house, and one of the things that has come to light. Yeah, Kylie's idea. Very good idea.
Yeah, it was dope. Yeah.
So great. One of the things that has come to light is that several people in our family are decorating their house for Halloween. Like Maddie is, and Kylie was just sending us on the different channels.
Well, Maddie isn't. Kate his wife is.
Right. Yeah. And Kylie has some decorations out. I don't know if I want to go out of my way to decorate our house. That no one's going to see, but I am thinking about doing, maybe we should do WASMENUH this year if I can convince Ian to do it.
Maybe we could do, I liked your idea you posted about, let me catch listeners who don't know what WASMENUH is. We talked about it in episode 57, Spider Don't, which is the episode where Ben has a face for the first time ever, so that's exciting. WASMENUH is something that Molly, Molly and I created. It stands for Watch a Scary Movie Every Night Until Halloween. Scary, spooky, sensual, Swedish. The S can stand for whatever you want. But the general theme is it's kind of a
spooky.
in theme. But I like the idea of doing it as like a family movie night, WASMENUH. So like we all kind of watch the movie at the same time. That could be fun.
And people can kind of like, either we do it less than every day, or people can kind of like bounce in and out as they have time to, or whatever. We'll just be like, we're watching this movie tonight. If you're interested, we'll be in here watching it. I like that.
Yeah.
We could probably, I can get that going.
Ones that we always hit are The Village. Well, some of them we like do have subtitles though. Which
you
could
think
be
we
tricky
can't handle
Have
subtitles?
have y'all seen Midsommar?
Yeah.
No, it won't.
It's not as scary.
Yeah, it's not. It's more suspenseful.
It's not scary as what? You haven't seen Hereditary.
How do you know? You haven't asked me today.
Hannah, have you seen Hereditary?
No, but it's not as scary as Hereditary. I've seen a lot of analysis of Hereditary and comparisons, and it's not as scary.
I ask because we're planning on watching that at some point in October, because Kylie hasn't seen it yet. She really wants to.
Oh, it's good.
I would do it as a movie night, a family movie night, because I feel like that might take some of the edge off for me.
Okay, so
wait,
sorry, I'm just writing Hereditary.
You have a whole thing where you watch a bunch of scary movies, and this is the one that you refuse to watch?
I don't like scary movies, Ben.
This is like not...
Okay, is it spooky?
Kind of. It's more like... freaky, I feel like, is the word I would use to describe it.
Okay, you've seen it?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Okay, yeah, let's do it. Well, yeah, let's do it in the movie night. Does that sound good?
It all takes place in broad daylight. It's like they're in a part of
Midsommar.
Yeah, so the sun never goes down.
Okay.
Just part of like the eeriness of it is that it's so bright and sunny
also,
all the time.
Chidi is in it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I'll watch it because Chidi's in it.
It is by the guy who made Hereditary, though. Did you know that? Because I forgot that.
I do know that.
Moment.
That's why she's afraid.
It's not... I don't think it's as scary as Hereditary, though.
That's
I have not
what
seen Hereditary.
I said.
Sorry, I'm catching up to the conversation now. But I see... Hereditary seemed like a non sequitur when you brought it up in the moment a moment ago for me. But I get it now.
Okay.
Yeah. He's piecing it together.
What were the other ones that you said, Erin? You said I'm adding I'm making a list. I have Midsommar.
Oh, we've got a whole spreadsheet. Do you want it?
Yeah, I want it.
You want this spreadsheet?
All right, cool. Well, that's a good idea. Live on pod. Congratulations, us.
Hey, can you share your spreadsheet with me? All right. Molly's got a spreadsheet. When I say I have a spreadsheet, I of course mean Molly has a spreadsheet.
So,
yeah, what's the one we really like? Oh, fuck. What's it called? It's Swedish. Let the right one in. I was only saying subtitles because I know neither of you can read. I was only saying subtitles because that might be annoying with also keeping up with the Slack chat.
Oh, yeah, we have run into that before.
Yeah. Yes. I think our first movie night, we chose one with subtitles.
I can't even do that when it's a movie without subtitles. I can't be looking at my phone that much. I struggle with that with family movie nights. But I enjoy reading them post and then also sometimes putting in comments, that are for really crazy scenes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, I don't...
Thank you for coming today.
You're welcome.
All right, cool. Well, that's a fun thing you're doing, Erin.
Yes, with the Marvel things, and that's a fun thing we will be doing. As should I pose the WASMENUH and movie night?
If you want to, yeah. Oh, The Witches. Oh my god, I don't know that that's on any streaming platforms. I love that movie so much.
Is that are you looking at The Witches or The Witches versus The Witch? The Witch was very scary.
The Witch was also good, but I was looking at The Witches.
Where to watch it is probably very outdated.
Mm-hmm.
But
Cool.
Yeah. And then there's It too. And then, of course, there are new movies. Oh, Get Out, I think, should be one of them. Oh, it's on here. Good.
Wow.
I haven't seen Us yet either.
Wow. That should be on here too.
Either.
Oh, this will be fun. I think people will be into this. So, should we move on then to Ben?
Let's move on. That's all I got.
Yeah, that sounds like a fun thing for you guys that I don't know. I guess at the end, let me know if it was worth it. Because I've just like, maybe like since Iron Man 2, I haven't really kept up. And like, it always just seems like the lore is too deep and also confusing for me. And sometimes I also get like wrapped up in thinking about all the collateral damage in those movies. And it kind
there's a whole one of them about that. Kind of. Captain America Civil War is sort of about the effect of all the collateral damage.
Okay, well, just let me know if it was worth it.
Yeah, I will. That's actually my hope. That's a great point. My assumption is that watching all of them will give me all of that information that I feel like I'm constantly missing when I'm watching it. Maybe that's a big assumption. Maybe it's one of those things like it's a big, huge inside joke and you're never going to get all of it unless you like have religiously read the comic books. I'm really hoping that's not the case, but
they definitely do toss in Easter eggs that are like really specific to, for people. But yeah, I'm sure I would imagine you'll get most of it. I'm not sure, but I would imagine it.
Thank you.
Is Stan Lee alive?
Huh?
Stan Lee died, right?
Yeah, I think
he did. He's been in all of them so far. I think he's probably in all of them.
My obsession is that Stan Lee is dead.
Oh.
Wow.
No, my obsession...
so dark.
My obsession is Drunk History.
Oh, it got canceled, right?
It got canceled recently, and so I started... I've been meaning to do this, but I keep just getting caught up watching all the ones that are on YouTube. But it's all on Hulu also. And I've been meaning to just like actually watch all the episodes, because I think the episodes are like... There's like usually 2 or 3 of the stories per episode, and they're like usually themed, I think. But I want to do that, but I've just been like going through all the suggested ones on YouTube, and they've been dominating my YouTube suggestions lately since I started doing this. But it's really fun. For those who don't know what Drunk History is a Comedy Central show created by Derek Waters and some other guy, and Derek Waters hosts it, where they have a comedian or actor, someone... Paget Brewster has done a bunch of them. I watched like 4 in a row from her the other day. Get really drunk, and then really drunk, and then
deeply drunk,
tell a story from history. And I was reading up on it a little when it got canceled, and apparently the way they like do that, like the reason the comedians always like know the stories is they have like a bunch of PhD students at UCLA, history students, like put together history packets basically that they like have them study for a week before they do the recording, which I think is great. They're like studying for a test, and they usually try and make it like things that people care about. But still, I find that image really funny. And then after they record the comedian telling the story really drunkenly, they like record people reenacting it, and also like lip syncing whenever the comedian is like, saying this person said whatever. And they've had like some really famous people doing the reenactments and on the like telling the stories, but especially doing the reenactments. Like I saw there was one for Evan Rachel Wood the other day. I keep saying the other day as if it's like just came out. I saw it the other day. There was one for Evan Rachel Wood. Courtney Cox was in one.
Tony Hale has been in a bunch.
Tony Hale's been in a bunch. It's just like a bunch of really funny people, and apparently it's like kind of low budget. All of like the reenactments, the whole thing seems like it was just like kind of low budget and fun. And I would imagine for those like very serious film actors that did it is just like kind of a fun day of like doing a really silly job. It's just a fun thing to watch after work. And they're short. They're
I
like
love Drunk
5 to
History.
8 minutes. The stories usually. I love it too. It's great. I think soon I would like to actually like watch through them all on Hulu rather than because they're not all on YouTube anyway. There's some that are only in the actual episodes.
Yeah.
But it's just great. It's great. It's a
Yeah, I feel
good
like
show.
Always the hardest thing about Drunk History is it's a little frustrating that they got canceled because I feel like the hardest thing about it was always just finding it online. Like you could find individual stories on YouTube, like Ben's been watching, and you could find like maybe like 2 seasons ago somewhere. But every time that people would tweet about being like the storyteller in an episode and you were like,
Right.
oh, I want to watch that. It was like, unless you had cable and had Comedy Central, you had no fucking avenue to watch it. It was never like on Hulu the next day or anything like that.
Do you know why it got canceled? Have you read anything about why?
No idea.
No,
Because I thought it was popular.
it
Who
was.
doesn't like that show?
I don't know.
I watched
Teetotalers?
with the pandemic one. Have you seen the Typhoid Mary one?
Yes.
It's really good and educational.
Also, fascinating story. I'd heard the name Typhoid Mary. I did not know who she was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me neither. I ended up looking her up because I was hearing a lot about her when the pandemic started, and I was like, oh my gosh, I bet this story is one of those like patriarchal bullshit stories. But then I was like, oh no, that's woo, she gave a lot of people typhoid like really willingly. She was extremely negligent. That's totally woo. It's like one of those rare cases where I was, because there's so many cases where you're like, you learn the story and you're like, oh my gosh, that woman was totally like every You're Wrong About episode.
Yeah.
But like she was really typhoid me.
Yeah, she really gave like 60 people typhoid.
Yeah. Repeatedly told exactly how to stop and that she needed to stop. She just kept doing it.
People just gotta do what they love, and Typhoid Mary loved making raw desserts and not washing her hands, and
After she poo-pooed.
yeah.
It's just her passion to give people typhoid. And we gotta respect people's passions.
Yeah, that's freedom of choice. It's her personal choice.
Exactly.
Well, that's a nice obsession.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
fun.
that sounds nice.
It is making me sad that it is now canceled. And the last episode had Aubrey Plaza and David Wayne on it.
The last one or the last one you watched?
The last one that came out.
Oh, okay. Excuse me for clarifying. You understand.
Have
And
some
it's funny because
respect.
like that's actually Drunk History is one of those things that I've like watched a couple of them every here and there for the past like however long it's been on. I can't
Every here
talk
and there.
today. I really can't
every now and
speak
here
right now.
and there.
Every
It's
now
like
every
I've
here and
watched.
there.
What was I trying to say? Every now and again. That's what I was trying to say.
Every now and there and here and again,
now
I've
and-
watched one.
Every now, here, there, and again. I would watch one on YouTube, but I hadn't deliberately like watched a bunch of them in a row like I have been recently, and it's just been a delight.
Nice.
Wow.
Great.
It's great. Cool. But it is nice to know that they're on YouTube, or some of them, and that also they're on Hulu.
Thinking.
Can I never brought this is related, like, of YouTube, just thinking about, like, random YouTube videos. I watch Drunk Histories in my rotation. I also, like, used to really love 30 Rock. And it was one of those shows I just, like, thought was, like, so hilarious. And I watch a lot of, like, SNL skits, as part of my, like, YouTube rabbit holes. And I get a lot of suggestions of, like, 30 Rock videos. And so I've been watching, or clips. So I've been watching those, most of which I'm familiar with the episodes. And I just gotta say, like, almost all of them have, like, unnecessary racial jokes in them. Like, almost every
Really?
single clip. Yes, like surprising like, it's really surprising because I've watched a few now just to be like, just because now I'm just like, is this going to be every clip? And it almost is. Just like white people saying racial jokes that are not about white people. And it's just like really, really, I guess like disappointing and also like startling just to like, you know, become aware of it. And also startling that I like that was never on my radar before, having really loved that show and, you know, seeing it several times. So,
yeah.
Anyway.
I had read, well, I hadn't actually read any of them, but I had seen some headlines and comments recently about Tina Fey, like her sense of humor in general and her writing in some other cases being like much more racially charged than it had to be. And often specifically against Asian people. So that's like...
Wasn't there also a blackface episode in 30 Rock?
Yeah, there sure was. Yeah. And I think a lot of the black characters on 30 Rock were very stereotyped, I guess is the way to say it. Like just like really Well,
wasn't like one of the whole ongoing bits that what was the name of one of Tracy's like two friends?
Oh.
That he was really like really smart. Like, that was like one of the jokes.
Yeah.
It was like Download or something like that.
.com.
.com. Yes, that was it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That .com was like actually really smart. Was like an ongoing joke.
It's like often a punchline. Yeah. Yeah.
Which is like in retrospect.
Yeah.
Why?
Mm-hmm. So I mentioned now because I've been wanting to mention it. It's never been an obsession of any of ours. Otherwise, I would have brought it for our eventual retraction episode.
Which was supposed to be this week, but I didn't feel like preparing for it. So
the episode I'm sure we'll have to do. Never mind, these fuckers suck. Episode, which happened, when you've been on air for 4 seasons, you're bound to have a few of those.
Yeah.
Well, it's interesting. It's like I feel like this is maybe like a me problem more than an actual change, I guess, because I feel like even saying this is like a little out of touch with like the groups that were clearly probably hurt by this humor at the time. But like I'm still, at least for right now, in a place where like it's hard for me to predict what I'm going to look back on in terms of shows that I used to think were really funny or good, and like detect things in them now that I did not clock at all when I was watching them. Like, I always feel at this point really lucky when I find one that I loved that I still feel like I can love when I go back and watch it. And there's almost like a sense of foreboding every time I go back to rewatch something. And I'm like, ugh.
Yeah.
Like we've been rewatching Futurama, and in general, it's like very, it's like still very good and funny and doesn't have a lot wrong with it. But every once in a while, there's like some serious sexism in it. Just like these things, I feel like there was this like irreverence to the humor during the up until pretty recently that like people just were pretty prepared to just ignore the harm that irreverence was causing, and we're all still kind of like realizing how much of it we just accepted, for a long time. So it's good to look back and reassess and actually care about those things. I'm in favor.
Cool.
Want to know what my session is? Okay.
Yeah, what you got?
I got one. It's a brand new streamer that I really like. It's actually 2 of them, but one we've already talked about a lot. And his name is Disco Greg. And he's been streaming more lately.
Are you talking about Disco Greg just one?
No. That pretender, no. No, Ben started streaming again. We talked about it last week, but it was really fun. And then a day ago. I think I was Ben's like only viewer, at least while I was there, on his stream where he was playing this other new game, and it was really fun. And also, what was it called?
It's called Knit Underground.
It's
I'm
like
gonna
you
play it more this weekend or next week. It's really good.
But it seems like it might be kind of short because there's only like 3 chapters that we can see.
I think the 3rd chapter is very long.
Okay.
At least so far. I think the first 2 chapters kind of just introduce you to the mechanics of the game, and then the 3rd chapter is like the game, and it seems like it's a lot longer.
Okay. That makes sense because you learn a lot of different mechanics for the 2 characters. Oh. Mm-hmm. I swear I changed shirts, and there are still like 2 pieces of Ian's hair that are like in my shirt, and so every once in a while they just poke my boobs and it hurts.
Ooh,
yeah.
Ow.
Yeah, he's got thick hair.
He's got thick boob poking hair.
Yeah. That's why I married him, so. Yeah, so that's been fun. I turned him into a reaction channel for a while. We watched some music videos together, which was fun. But the other person who it seems like it's going to be on a more consistent schedule, who I've just been like finding to be just like such a delight and comfort in these dark days, is my friend Matt, who I talked about earlier.
Matt of a Million Children.
Matt of a Million Children.
Matt of a Million.
He recruited one of his million children, who is also the one who was one of my roommates when she was a baby. She was their first child, and they had not yet bought their house, and we were roommates when she was born.
They were roommates.
And so, you know, I know that parents aren't allowed to have favorites, but I think as a non-related auntie, I'm allowed to have favorites, maybe. And the one that is my favorite is the one that I lived with at one time. And
I think you're allowed, but should you? That's up for debate.
I really love and enjoy all of their children, and the dynamics are really fun to watch develop. That's something I really love. I remember loving about like when Ben and Lucas were younger, is like watching them like growing up into like from annoying toddlers into like actual people that were slightly less annoying. And, since then the annoying level has fluctuated back and forth, but like, it's fun to watch it change, and so that's been fun. But, Nora's their oldest, and, Matt has been streaming with her on his new Twitch channel, and he has like the degrees of heartwarming. They're like exponential. So like, first of all, he's playing with her Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green. Mm-hmm. Okay.
I don't know which one, but one of those two.
I don't know either. I think it's the green one, but I could totally be wrong. And he's like playing it, but she's like sitting with him, and he's explaining to her like kind of what's going on and letting her make decisions about like the names of the Pokemon and stuff like that. And I swear they have like 3 different Pokemon that are all named Norah Jr. Excuse me. And then and her let me see if I can find it. I think he named the stream when he was streaming today. So she he also let her name her character, her like her player character. His Twitch name is Maddie Nice 87, like Natty Ice, I think, but I think that's what it's based off. Where'd he go? Okay, I found him. Oh, he put up a schedule. Wow. So her name, but it doesn't all fit like in the character. But her name, the name of her character is Norah Hatcher Pokemon Catcher. That's her full name. They have streamed twice, besides like a test stream that they did, and they usually go for like about an hour and a half. It's at 5:30 on Fridays, and it's Matt and Norah, and they play the game together. And while he's playing and like she's participating, they also take art requests, because Norah has like paper and markers with her. I know you guys have seen me like writing about this, but for the listener, and So you can just request a thing. It can be like a Pokemon related thing, or like I just asked her for a drawing of a cat, and I said it could be a cat Pokemon or not. And then she draws it while Matt's playing, and when she's done, then they will switch to the so they're the the only ones on the screen. The game's not, and then like put the picture up to the camera to show you what she drew. And then he has her, she's about 5. She just started kindergarten, so she's like learning to, I think she's already been learning to write, but she's continuing to practice her writing. So he has her write the people's names on the thing that she drew, and like helps her sound out the names and stuff. It's very cute. And Matt's just like such an enthusiastic person, and Nora's like very into being there and like is really enjoying it, and even like bringing it out into her daily life. Like I happen to know that the day after their first stream, she was out at an event with like some family, and it convinced all of her brothers, who were in the middle of a totally different game, to instead help her go and find Pokemon in the bushes. And the Pokemon were pine cones, but in that case, but still a very, very good job.
There is a pine cone Pokemon called Pineco.
Wow.
How do you spell that?
Pineco.
Any.
Wow. So there is.
So, and also, it just all looks very, like, I was very impressed with the kind of professionalism of the look of the whole stream, because Matt, like, made himself, like, I don't know what it's called, Ben, you probably know, but, like, the way that he has, like, the game in, like, a little window, and then there's, like, a decorative... A layout?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he made a layout for himself in Photoshop, and he had his wife, my friend Andrea, like draw him and Nora, and so they have like little hand drawn pictures of both.
She's
of
an
them.
artist.
She's an artist, and it's just so cute and delightful. And also, there's only been 2 streams so far, but both times her grandparents have shown up in the chat. It's just like so sweet, and I love it. And I think so. I know Matt's goal is to get to at least 50 followers, because then he can start doing like affiliate stuff. Like he can start like giving people points and things. And he was telling me that part of what he wants to do is like start a point system for requesting like drawings. So it's not just like a free for all. Like you have to have a certain number of points to get a drawing from Nora, which I think would be fun. Because you get points just from like showing up to the stream, right?
Yeah. Streamer channel points.
Streamer channel points.
Streamer channel points.
So I just...
Would you guys just quickly check the WayTooBroad Slack for me? Just both here quickly.
Oh boy.
God, we're doing this again.
Every time, just catch the listener up, in case you weren't there for that episode. Every time we mention a Pokemon on this podcast, it is my duty to Google sexy name of the Pokemon and then find the sexiest image of that Pokemon and put it in the WayTooBroad section. The Pineco one was a challenge, but there was one. The internet always provides one.
It's crazy. And I have to tell you that at this point, I mean, I saw that sexy Pokemon before I ever saw the regular one. So that's really upsetting for me.
Who'd you report it to, Ben?
I reported it to my dad. And he's going to have a talking to, and I reported it to your dad.
He's going to have a talking to.
He's going to have a talking to at you. He's going to do a talking at you to you. It's going to be bad. You reported.
He's going to talk you two to me.
Look,
you talking you two to me? Are you talking REM me?
So, I'm just saying, if you're in the mood for just a really heartwarming time really fun quality time between a really good dad and his really funny daughter. Oh, I forgot to tell you, when I asked for the cat drawing, Nora happened to have to go to the bathroom right when I asked for it, so Matt drew me a cat. And then when she came back, he was like, can you draw Hannah a cat? Because you're probably going to do it a lot better than I did. And she said, yeah, I'll probably do it a lot better. And she said to me, Auntie Hannah, I'm going to draw you some better cats or something like that. And then immediately decided that one of the cats was going to be a baby unicorn instead. And that was already better than what Matt drew. So she did a really good job.
Yeah. Everyone knew.
Yeah. But yeah, everybody should go check it out. His channel's called Matty Nice 87. And I think he is, this is the only thing that's like a scheduled thing that he does now. But I know he has aspirations of also like, just doing other games. Like, you know, maybe like later in the evening, he'll after the kids go to bed, he might stream stuff like he was talking to me about doing Shadow of Mordor. And I've watched Matt play video games for a long time because, as I said, we were roommates for like a year and a half. And and it's really fun to watch him play video games, and like specifically Shadow of Mordor, because that is a game that really is like a stealth game, or at least like a lot of people play it as a stealth game. I don't know if either of you have ever played or seen anyone play that.
It's Assassin's Creed Middle Earth Edition.
Basically, yeah. So like you're trying to kill like, you know, I guess orcs, but like
orcs.
Yeah, but you're, you know, they're strong and there's usually a lot of them around, so you kind of supposed to like sneak around and kill them. And Ian and Matt would both play it. It was on Matt's game thing, but they both had files, and like Ian was like very good at the stealth. I don't know what it was, but Matt would like try to sneak, and then like when he got tired of sneaking or like failed for even a second, he would just like go in and just start like smashing everybody instead, and often die. But it was really fun to watch. So I hope that he does that. In conclusion, you should all go on twitch.tv, make a thing if you don't have one, a login, and then go to Matty Nice 87 and follow, click the little heart on his page so that he can get to 50 followers, so that he can start doing channel points and follow his dreams, and so that he and Nora can be a famous father-daughter streaming team like the world needs right now.
I just followed.
Yay!
I just fucking followed.
Awesome.
Wow, Disco Greg is one of his suggested streamers. That's really nice.
Oh yeah, he shouted you out. He shouted you out on his first stream and told people to go watch. And also, I guess that some like really popular Pokemon streamer called Bengineering just followed him the other day, and a few people from his channel did. So he must have like
Bengineering.
Yeah,
that's a good handle name.
Yeah,
never heard of this person.
I don't think he does speed runs, and I don't think he only does Pokemon. But yeah, I keep on seeing people called Bengineering and thinking that they stole it from you somehow. Even though, yeah, he has like 14.8 thousand followers, and he found Matt and Norah.
That's nice.
Yeah. So, they're just all good folks. Just go follow him and watch him. It's great. I love it.
That's really nice.
Yeah. That's all I got. So I guess it's time for homework now.
Okay.
All right. Let's do it. That's me. Okay. Hello. My name is Erin, and my homework is to go watch the Marvel Studios, Marvel Universe movies in chronological order, not according to release date, but according to the things that happen in the movies. You may find lists online. Have a nice time. Also, WASMENUH will be keeping you updated. Mm-hmm. We're going to do it with our family, find some friends, get a Slack, do it, watch a scary movie every night or approximately therein with your beloveds. Okay, you can check out my Lesbian library. My Lesbian lending library. I actually have a new book coming soon. Shout out to Beck for putting it on my radar. It's called Female Husbands. About transgender folks of days of yore. Yeah, hold on, I'm gonna get that exact name. Versus no reply. I don't know where it is. Okay. No, I'm not. But you can find that at lesbianlendinglibrary.com. And, what else? That's, I think, it for me. Okay.
Okay. Ben, what's your homework?
Female
Watch
husband.
Drunk History.
Female husband.
Where? Watch it on Hulu or watch all the little clippies on YouTube. It's a good show. I guess, should I suggest some ones to start with? Honestly, you put a freaking gun to my head right now. I, for some reason, cannot remember one of them.
That's distracting. The gun would be scary.
Yeah, I think that's what it is I'm imagining the gun to my head, and it's making it hard to remember a specific one. So just find one you find... Actually, search for one that maybe seems interesting to you. Mm-hmm. Like, historically. Because you can learn some stuff, too.
You can really... Start with the Typhoid Mary one. That's really fun.
Yeah,
kind of relevant.
There you go. Typhoid Mary.
Yeah. Typhoid Mary.
Mm-hmm.
It's on the YouTubes.
Yeah. Oh, and the Cleopatra Julius Caesar one. That's good, too. That's the one with Aubrey Plaza.
Oh.
One of the ones with Aubrey Plaza.
Yeah, she's in it a bit.
Few of them. She's been in a bunch of them.
Sorry.
What about your socials and your streaming?
Oh, my Twitter's nicely proofed, Ben. My Twitch is Disco Greg.
Disco Greg. Ben's becoming more active on Twitch. I'm loving it, as I already said.
Well, it's so easy with the good computer. Like I was just on my computer last night, and I was about to play that game, and I was like, I could really easily just stream this now. Because it's not like a whole ordeal to like switch computers and like fucking wait a million years for it to open OBS. And it's just nice to just be able to like click a button and I'm there. And with OBS Studio, how Twitch chat is integrated into it already, I don't have to like open another browser or Twitch chat. It's great. Just click a button and go, motherfucker.
Would you say it's streamlined?
Oh yeah. Woo!
Woo!
Fuck yeah!
Ow!
Hell yeah. I love it.
Shit yeah.
My homework is go to twitch.tv/MaddieNice87 and follow that guy. And also Disco Greg, but he already said that. Follow that guy too.
I want to follow Matt and I'm going to unfollow Ben.
Okay, cool.
There we go. The balance has been restored. Okay.
I'm on Twitter at Anthropology and Instagram, and I guess that's mainly the places I am. Oh, I have another podcast called So Dreamy you can still listen to. We have 70 episodes. If you want to call us and tell us what you've been obsessed with this week, or just whatever, just check in, say hey. You can leave us a voicemail at 774-326-0420. Blaze it. But don't dial Blaze it.
Don't dial Blaze it. If you're typing in the number, don't dial Blaze it. Okay.
We're on Twitter at TwoBroadPod, Instagram at WayTooBroad. You could email us at WayTooBroad@gmail.com. And if you missed any of that, you can find all of it on our website at WayTooBroad.com for anything you want. The newly renewed EarnBen.com for anything you need. Don't forget to visit maxfun.org for just a really sweet, nice dog on a boat. And please leave us a review if you enjoyed the podcast. I had a throat thing. I wasn't going to cry or anything. That's not what was happening.
You were going to cry. We all know it.
Fourth season. It's the throat thing.
And that's it. So you guys, I don't know. Do we all have to extinguish them together?
Yes.
Are you ready?
My lid. I grabbed
I don't have a lid.
I'm
ready? Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The podcast candles are now extinguished.
Yay!
We did
Do you
it.
now have to play the ending song 3 times in a row because there were 3 podcast candles? How does the science work here? I don't understand.
I don't know. We'll have to find out.
Okay. Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye.
what temperature is it down there? Up there?
57.
It's 87 degrees?
50.
Wow.
57.
57. Can you please show us some respect by not farting?
I can't wait to hear how loud that fart was.
And start the podcast.
It was loud.